Tomorrow on ET, the youngest Jackson sibling speaks out.
You recently split up with Renee, who you had been with for 13 years.
The Janet Jackson interview.
It's my first time living on my own, which I've never done.
We're on the set of Nutty Professor 2 as Janet talks for the first time about the breakup of her longtime relationship, her battle with depression, and her relationship with Michael Jackson.
Have you seen Michael's son and daughter?
Janet Jackson talks about the breakup with her boyfriend and a personal problem from her past in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
You had said that you had suffered from depression.
We're on the set of Nutty Professor 2, and she talks about seeing Michael's kids. Janet Jackson has always maintained her privacy despite her huge popularity. Now, in a rare interview, the singing star tells Bob Goen about her battle with depression and her recent breakup in this Entertainment Tonight cover story.
You recently split up with Renee, who you had been with for 13 years.
Yeah.
First of all, how are you coping with that phase of it?
You know, it takes time. It really does. You have to go through your grieving period.
Janet was only 16 years old when she first met aspiring director Renee Elizondo. Just friends at first, Renee later helped an 18-year-old Jackson through her rocky 1984 marriage to singer James DeBarge, which ended with an annulment after less than a year.
You were married very young.
Yes.
And then you
moved back. My mother asked me to move back home. And then Renee and I started seeing each other, and I moved back out with him. It's my first time living on my own, which I've never done. I'm enjoying it. Sherman, I got a call today.
Now 33, the singer is making a new start in her life. She co-stars in her first film in nearly 7 years, playing Eddie Murphy's love interest in Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps.
Very good.
Janet also candidly told me about some problems she has overcome.
I had read one time that you had said that you had suffered from depression.
Right. It basically kind of kicked in 27, around that age, 28. Mm-hmm. Around that age. Not truly knowing what it was at the time, but it had a lot to do with, my childhood and growing up.
Janet says one of her joys today is being an aunt to her brother Michael's 2 children.
Have you seen Michael's son and daughter?
Yes, I have.
Or?
No, not much, but I have.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us about those 2.
They're great, beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
Very happy.
And Michael's the doting father, I'm sure, that we hear.
Yes, he's a wonderful father. He really is. Loves children.
During her own childhood, Janet lived by the rules of the Jehovah's Witnesses, who shun celebrations.
I celebrated my first birthday when I was 23. I had a surprise birthday party.
Because you're not supposed to celebrate a birthday?
No. I guess you have to understand the religion and
right.
Or the truth, as they call it.
These days, Janet is celebrating the single life, but she told me she's looking forward to settling down and one day having children.
It's a tough job, but I think someday I'll give it a go.
Nice, Bob. Look for Janet in Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps, July 28th.